Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. And if you're new here, welcome to Cyprus Real View. Today we're going deep into a story that's both personal and universal, living between two worlds, what life in Northern Cyprus is really like. If you've ever wondered what it's like to call the northern part of this island home, the daily rhythm, the challenges, the joys, the contradictions, this video is for you. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into this fascinating place. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. It really helps us reach more people who are considering life here or just curious about what's going on. Alright, let's begin. Imagine waking up to a Mediterranean sunrise, the sea shimmering just outside your window. In the distance, you hear the gentle hum of daily life, the clink of coffee cups, the laughter of children playing in a quiet street. That's one side of life in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, TRNC. But then you step into the other world, the world of historical division, of international invisibility, of economic uncertainty and cultural complexity. You find yourself straddling two worlds, the calm of island life and the turbulence of politics, the beauty of nature and the hustle of expats trying to build new lives, the longing for home and the courage to carve one here. That's what it's like to live here, part holiday, part reality check, and entirely transformative. Let's start with the environment. Northern Cyprus enjoys a stunning location. The climate is Mediterranean, long dry summers and mild winters. On average, the annual temperature is about 19 degrees, 66 degrees. In the peak of summer, you can hit around 40 degrees, 105 degrees. Beaches, pine-covered hills, ancient ruins, you'll find them all. One of the huge pluses for many people is the fact that you can enjoy outdoor life almost year-round. For someone who's setting up a business or moving with family, that kind of lifestyle is a magnet. But sunsets and beaches only tell part of the story. Underneath lies the political reality. The TRNC is a self-declared state recognized only by Turkey, with most of the world still recognizing the South as the official government of Cyprus. This lack of broader recognition influences many facets of everyday living: trade, travel, property rights, the mechanisms of investment. For an expat or investor, this means you're choosing not just a place, but a positioning. You live in a land with enormous beauty, yet one whose legal frameworks and international status carry extra layers. Then there's the economy and cost of living. Here's where you'll find one of the most compelling stories. The cost of living in Northern Cyprus is relatively low compared to many Western countries, and in many cases compared to Southern Cyprus. For someone relocating, that's an important factor. Rent, food, services can be more affordable. Real estate investment is also highlighted as a big draw. On the flip side, average incomes tend to be lower, and some of the infrastructure, public transport for example, may not match what you're used to back home. What this means in practice is you can live well, but you may also need to adjust your expectations. Switching gears, what about community and culture? One of the things you'll notice here is how welcoming many locals are to newcomers. Many expats comment on the friendly neighborhood vibe, the slow-paced days and the open doors. But this is an island with layers, a blend of Turkish Cypriot heritage, Turkish influence, European expats, students from many nations. That mix creates a unique cultural landscape. You'll hear Turkish spoken, but English is widely used, especially in business, education, and tourism. Social life can be calm and restorative. Cafe mornings, beach afternoons, walks through towns like Kyrenia, Famagusta, or the capital. At the same time, you'll sense the underlying tension of identity and geopolitics, which influences everything from news headlines to property disclosures. And then there's the everyday lifestyle. The things you may not see in a brochure, but that impact your decision to live here. If you're looking for a peaceful pace, Northern Cyprus delivers. Many expats say life here is calmer, less hectic than major European cities. The beaches remain uncrowded in off-season. You'll find local markets with fresh produce. The Mediterranean Sea invites you most months. On the flip side, you'll need to plan well for flights and travel. Connections may not be as frequent as major hubs, and some services may require more patience. If you're moving with family, some of the expat schooling, healthcare, and amenities are available, but you may need to check everything carefully, language of instruction, accreditation, etc. One of the biggest considerations when thinking of building a business here, as you might be planning, is what are the opportunities and what are the risks? On the opportunity side, there's growing tourism, increasing interest from foreign investors, and a local market that appreciates services tailored to both expats and locals. But on the risk side, you'll want to understand the legal status of land, ownership rights, possible restrictions, organizational licenses, taxation, and importantly, how your brand will be received in both local Turkish Cypriot society and among the expatriate community. Property rights in some areas are contested. Also, the local economy is influenced by external factors like currency fluctuations and political developments from Turkey and the wider region. So let's bring it all together. What is living between two worlds in Northern Cyprus? You wake up in paradise, you work in possibility, you live in complexity. On one hand, you're drawn to the beach, the calm, the lower cost of life, the friendly community. On the other, you can't ignore the geopolitical realities, the legal ambiguity, the economic fluctuations. You're constantly balancing the desire for ease with the need for vigilance. You're walking both the holiday life path and the real life path, sometimes simultaneously. Now imagine, one day you're at a beach club, sun setting, friends chatting. The next day you're attending a meeting about permit licenses, talking with a local Turkish Cypriot business owner who explains the specifics you didn't anticipate. You'll toggle between tourism mode and life mode, and you'll need to make decisions. What neighborhood will you live in? Are you going for full-time residency or seasonal presence? How do you integrate with the local community? How do you market your business in both the local language and to expats? What rhythm suits you? The long sunshine hours, the slower tempo, the adjacency to nature? And yes, there are sacrifices. Maybe you'll live a bit farther from the big international airport. Maybe you won't find every brand you're used to. Perhaps the bureaucracy will feel slower. Maybe for big medical treatment, you'll still look to Turkey or the south. Maybe some travel routes are fewer, but many people say the trade-off is worth it. Let me speak to you directly because you're considering your own future here. You're thinking, can I make a life here that's vibrant, sustainable, profitable, meaningful? The answer is yes, you absolutely can. But you must lean into the local reality. Learn some Turkish if you don't already. Build relationships with local suppliers. Understand the tax and regulatory landscape. Think about your value proposition. High-quality service, something tailored to both expatriates and locals. Use the sunshine, use the scenery, use the uniqueness of Northern Cyprus in your marketing. Build your story. Why my business is here, why this place matters, why my clients love it. Make your content show not only your services but the lifestyle. Parts of Cyprus, beach walks, sunsets, local cafes, friendly neighbors. And as you build your content for YouTube, there's a script worth following. Hook the viewer early. What if you could live where most people go on holiday, but make it your everyday? Show authenticity, share the struggles and the wins. Use personal stories. Maybe your first morning coffee in your neighborhood, your interactions with local staff, your drive to the coast for inspiration. Use visuals, beaches, local markets, sunset cafes, business meetings. Address what many people fear. What about the paperwork? What about the culture clash? What about education for kids? Give them answers. Invite them to imagine themselves there. And always bring it back to being human. Connection, purpose, community. We're living in a unique moment in Northern Cyprus. Changes are happening. Politics are shifting. Investment is increasing. The island's profile is rising. With these changes come opportunity, but also change management for those who choose to commit long-term. So your decision now builds future advantage. So, to wrap up, if you're watching this and you're thinking about life in Northern Cyprus, whether full-time relocation, semi-retirement, business startup, or a stylish hybrid life, here's your call to action. Schedule time this week to either visit for an extended stay, minimum 2-3 weeks. Walk the streets during weekdays and weekends. Talk to locals, talk to expats, visit the neighborhoods you're considering, research your business idea. Map out costs, map out legal requirements. Start your content strategy now. Film a walk, film your why I chose Northern Cyprus, film your vision for your business, and hit record on your first YouTube short, 3 things I discovered in Northern Cyprus in my first week. If you do these things, you'll go beyond dreaming and step into building. Northern Cyprus isn't just a destination, it's a possibility, it's a canvas, and your life, your business, your content, your family story, that becomes part of the island's mosaic. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this narrative, please hit subscribe, like, comment below with one thing you'd like to know about life in Northern Cyprus, and share this with anyone you know who's considering something similar. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore neighborhood by neighborhood in Northern Cyprus, where to live, where to invest, what to watch out for. Until then, live boldly, dream clearly, embrace your 2 worlds and make them one. This has been Cyprus Real View. See you in the next one.